had the opportunity to work very closely with families followed by the Cerebral Palsy program at Children's Hospital over the years. Is there a particular memory or story you would like to share?
There's a patient named Kevin who was very involved and in a wheelchair, and I grew to know Kevin very well because he came in for numerous dressing changes. He'd had some infections, and he was waiting in the waiting room one day, and usually I would be running back and forth, and I would always say, Kevin, and he'd smile and he'd laugh, although he wasn't able to speak. But you could tell, his eyes, he recognized people. And so one day it was particularly busy, and I was bustling around and, making sure somebody got to x-ray, and someone asked me another question, and I just got very caught up. And I saw Kevin way out in the waiting room, and he was with his mother and another worker, I think, with his mother. And I saw him, but he was at a little bit of a distance, and I thought, good, Kevin's here today. When he gets in the room, I'll see him, and we'll have a chat. It's always fun to see Kevin. So I continued to run around, and all of a sudden I looked up at the front of the desk, and there was Kevin's mother. And she said, "Carol," and I said, "Yes." And she said, "I'm here with Kevin." And I said, "Yes, I saw you. I'll see you when you get in the room." She said, "But you didn't acknowledge him, and he's crying." Well, I learned my lesson that day, and Kevin taught me that I can never be too busy to acknowledge patients. And I immediately went right out and apologized to Kevin and said, "Kevin, I'm so sorry. I got too busy, and that will not happen again." And he smiled, and I told Mother after, "Oh boy, he really taught me a lesson."